Hello,
heroes.
internet.
Hi.
That's right. Last time you guys did a lot of planning, found out where Hadley was, decided to shop during the off time during the week, and none of us did it.
Yeah, no, you did that.
I thought about it at some point and was going to throw up a reminder and didn't.
Oh no.
But I
Life.
did get a haircut.
Yeah, you did. It looks great.
Thank you. It's freshly washed and there's like nothing in it right now, which is very rare. But I'll allow it. Anything in particular off the top of your head that you might have wanted to shop for?
Yes. And I can say that because I took notes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Willow has a shopping list.
What are these notes? I'm unfamiliar.
Nopes or notes?
Nopes.
Notes.
Nopes.
I was going to try and find some diamonds specifically for Identify because I die a lot. And
it's true.
It's true. Strength is my lowest stat, so oops.
Yeah. Constitution is what matters with hit points, but
yeah.
I can't imagine yours.
Also not strong. Wisdom. Who? Yeah. We're good there. I also
how to not use your strength.
Yes. I can use other things.
Like other people's strength.
Yeah, you do that. I also wanted to try and find a forked metal rod for a specific spell.
Oh, yes. That particular rod.
Is it just a regular forked metal rod? I think that would probably be pretty easy. Just get a fork.
No, it has to be attuned to the Feywild.
Oh,
yeah.
That one.
Sure. You know,
that's a little harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can't find it today, it's fine. I'll keep shopping. Amazon.
It'll be here.
I ran a Bloodlines of Black Magic game once, and it's like Buffy meets Cthulhu, and it's set in it's set now, and it was actually in LA. It was set in LA. And the best part about it was when anybody wanted it, like it was like, how much would this be? Or where can I get this? I was like, I don't know, look at Amazon. I'm like, however much that costs on Amazon, that's how much it is.
That's what I'm doing from now on. Or like Etsy.
Holy Avenger. I don't see it on it. I don't see it on Amazon.
I'm gonna say you're able to find the rod you need.
Roll the dice.
Yeah, what the spell says.
Yeah, roll some dice.
That's fine. I love dice rolling.
Sometimes only the dice know.
That's right. We will consult the bones.
I have no idea what this means.
The bones tell me nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
We only have the 30 watts. Sorry.
Oh, shit. Power armor. Yeah, let's throw a Drake in and set some power
armor. But it's like a Draken stepping inside armor that looks like a Draken.
Yeah. Or you end up looking like Gossamer from Bugs Bunny inside that suit of metal armor with things poking out, you know?
Let's see.
So, the spell says the forked metal rod has to be worth at least 250 gold, and it's attuned to a particular plane of existence.
Yes.
I mean...
but yeah, it's not going to be as easy as walking into a magic shop.
I would like one of these, please.
One book of vile darkness.
Get me to the Feywild. Trying to think of who you might be able to ask in town that you would know.
Yeah.
John,
Able to hook you up. Yeah.
perhaps there is a Fey ambassador. At
Not
High
today.
Keep. Not today. Okay. Though I think for the book, we should have one in High Keep that has recently arrived, and they're fucking strange. And no one knows why they're exactly there because they're not really negotiating anything. But it's like it's sort of too weird to turn them away.
Want them to be like some Silicon Valley bro, just like hold up, doing anything the fuck they feel like.
Oh my god! So in my Eberron game, they're fighting a lich in this like cathedral, and they go into this room, and the lich's minions had been trying to raise up a demon lord, and so here's this demon guy in a pentagram, and he just looks like a regular guy, and he's like, "Hey, wanna let me out of here?" They're like, "Well, why should we do that? You're clearly a demon." And he's like, "Well, yeah, no, true, but they wanted me to kill you, and if you guys let me out, I'll just leave. Otherwise I'm gonna have to obey what they want to do." And he's like, "But I'm willing to leave without attacking you, but you need to let me out and then owe me something." And they're like, "I don't want to have to owe you things, and it's really weird." And finally, one of the characters is like, "Fuck it." He's Sinclair, who is sort of the Leroy Jenkins of the group, and he's like, I'll do it." So I take him in the other room, and I had him roll randomly on this table.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I rolled was the demon just wants a buddy. Just wants a pal to go drinking with. And so it's his demon bro. And so they're
What's
like,
up, demon bro?
"Yeah, what's up, demon bro? Hey, man, let's go get some drinks."
It's kind of lonely. I don't know.
Yeah. This sucks.
So here's what I'll say, Willow. Why don't you make I'm going to give you a choice here.
Okay.
You can try to persuade someone at the castle
Okay.
into helping you find some people, or religion check to
Ooh.
find others like you. And maybe they will be able to help you out.
Well, lucky for me, those are both excellent skills that I have.
Oh, I had no idea.
Hey, Ben.
I'm very confused. Are you guys already playing?
Uh-huh.
No, we're talking about items.
Okay, because usually we have a good 45 minutes of bullshitting, and I was gonna be really impressed if you guys were already in it rolling.
There's
We're ready to
half
go.
of us are here.
Literally about to roll a
I mean, hey, we're ready to go. It's clearly it's not the three of us who hold things up.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, LJ.
Hey, LJ.
Hey, I'm
Recording in progress.
You got me, LJ. Oh,
I
that's
did. I brought those dice too.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go with religion because that's slightly better. And that is math is 17.
I don't know what my wife and my mother-in-law are watching in the other room, but they're screaming. "Oh God, oh God, oh God." I'm like, apparently it was bad.
It's the news. It's just the news.
The Last of Us?
The really, really, emotional commercial.
Sometimes I just get you. Yeah, 17 on a religion check. I'm looking for people like me.
Okay, 17.
You're looking.
Sounds like a song.
Yeah.
Trying to find people like me.
The druid that you used to know. Dun, 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 da, 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 da.
Find someone like me.
I'm sure that is some sort of Broadway song or something.
The druid that I used to know.
Yeah. Well, I was singing the Adele song. There are so many options.
Let's see here. I think. There is a park, basically, section in town. A park where early in the morning, sometimes late at night, a lot of druids will gather, meditate. and you are directed to go meet them there.
Oh my god, time.
One of us, come, sit down, grab a branch.
Grab a stump.
Yeah, so you managed to find these other druids, and I'm not sure how much you tell them about your woes.
Willow overshares.
Completely.
5 hours later.
When I was 5, my sister glued my pigtails together, and then when I was 6,
And then they killed her.
I thought.
Mhm. Yeah, so you kind of show up and start running a mile a minute and telling them all the stories of your journeys and everything, and it comes down to, and now I just need a rod to get me to the Feywild, and I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Sweet. I know it's asking a lot.
Oh no.
It's a natural one. These dice don't like me right now.
Gods have spoken. No rod for you. So sad.
It's because
Yeah.
I brought up her tail. Brought up Kismet's tail.
What was the spell you want to use it for?
It's plane shift.
We can always get that after we deal with the demons.
I suppose. I
Or
just want
Hallie.
to-
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of you get the sense that you talk too much.
Yeah.
You have frightened them. And they kind of all have to go to their regular jobs all of a sudden and leave you standing there amongst this grove of trees.
they all become birds and fly away.
God damn it, not again.
They'll just slowly start wild shaping out of there.
We have another druid meeting we have to get to.
Yeah.
I just came off like a little too emotionally unstable. And they're
Willow's like, yeah, I gotta go too.
It was all of the, like, felt yourself getting emotional, and so you started trying to laugh, so you're just laugh crying through the whole thing. Yeah, now we have to go there and kill this Lord.
When the birds like flies across camera, and then you just see like Aragoon just kind of sitting there like, burp, burp, burp. I'm just kidding.
John Woo style.
I think part of it is also just that Willow has just been bottling up a lot of emotion about like Eliza with her mom and having to be around that when my mom is no longer with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have a Draken boyfriend now? Are people really gonna understand?
I don't really know what to do with that. All I know is
They're not boyfriend girlfriend. Okay, they don't even know what the fuck it is.
We're not girlfriend boyfriend.
Yeah, okay, Ergoon doesn't know. I'm thinking Willow does.
A natural heart. Oh.
Aw.
This
That's
was
adorable.
a birthday present from one of my other buddies. He gave me I don't know, a box of D&D stuff. So it was a bunch of actually, hang on a second.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I get the feeling that like Willow knows exactly what's going on because women tend to do that. And Ergoon's like the every guy and he has no clue.
Zero clue. And that's okay. I think Willow's gonna coast on that for a little while.
Yeah, no pressure then.
No pressure. No pressure.
And eventually, like, Ergoon will probably say something like, are we
Girlfriend boyfriend.
boyfriend? Am I your
No,
Draken
Aragoon's totally
friend?
gonna totally like think like I don't know what's happening, and then he's gonna end up like flirting with somebody else, and then Willow's gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You don't get to do that. And he's like, why? Oh, that's cool.
Is that a Trask? No, it's a T-Rex.
Oh my god!
It's a zombie T-Rex.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at them ribs.
And then
Okay.
yep.
Are those
That's
dog
adorable.
tags?
It's a pin.
Oh, a pin. Cool.
Yeah. When I was doing the streaming thing, my buddy John had a bunch of these made.
Neat.
So everybody gets one.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, for real?
Bugs me that the sword is upside down.
For real enough for me?
Huzzah.
But, whatever.
It's
Yep. I already gave one to Tiffany and to some of the other people, some of the in-person folks.
Yeah.
But now the important people.
Right.
Oh, I'm out of focus.
Are they
Oh.
gonna see the stream ever?
No, it was funny because the camera was out of focus while your glasses were off. So it was like, oh, you can't see. We can't see. It all makes sense.
What is that over there? Oh.
This is what John
Oh, so
sees.
John, I sent you a link to the item I think Orlok wants.
Oh yeah. I got that up over here.
And not so much.
Make a persuasion roll.
Yeah, I failed, right? I don't
Oh
think it
no,
matters what I
sorry,
roll.
it didn't make
Yeah.
it. Sorry, it's
Can I
not high
help?
enough.
Yeah, the Demonomicon of Igwigi.
Igwee.
That sounds silly.
Yeah, it's basically like an expansive treaty documenting the abyss's infinite layers and inhabitants. Like demons attempt to censor the text, but it keeps coming back. See, this would be very useful in fighting demons, John. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just don't want to make it too easy on you,
Wand of
Like a
Orcus.
nice thing to hammer out. I don't know.
Wand of Orcus. All right.
I don't even know what Ergun would have. Ergun's already got all of what he wants.
I could see
Got his stuff and his
Ergun-
friends.
I don't know. I could see Ergun getting things like potions, or consumable magic items, like things that he's like, I can pull this out of my pocket and use it when I need it.
What about keychains?
Keychains?
What if Irgud just had a bunch of keychains?
Just
Why?
wallet chains.
Yeah, why not?
Eberron had a charm bracelet of wands, and whenever you would pull out a wand, they were shrunk down. When you grab one, it would become a regular sized wand in your hand.
Think about it.
Well,
Oh.
it actually depends. Ben, does Ergun have any attunement slots left?
He does not.
Yeah, neither do I. So it's like you're kind of left with things that don't require attunement, or like potions.
Yeah, there's nothing worth getting rid of for attunements either. It's like
Yeah.
the mantle of spell resistance, the ring of protection, and then my sword. Like I can't really think of better things to do.
Hey, the Ring of Three Wishes doesn't require attunement.
Oh,
Ooh, 3 wishes.
I don't
Neither
want
does a
wishes.
Ring of Water Walking.
Wishes
or a
break
Ring of Swimming.
games.
Those can be useful.
That's true.
No anti-nausea ring though. I looked.
That's funny.
I mean, characters have to get nauseous outside of our game, right?
The only rods that don't require attunement are the immovable rod and the rod of security, which basically just like gives you an extra dimensional space to hide in. It's like the escape room rod, or the panic room? It's the panic room rod. You just go hide.
Okay, so no forked metal rod this time. Maybe I will add therapy to my shopping list.
That you can get.
What Ergun needs is a potion of Dragon's Majesty.
Are you trying to suggest I'm not already like majestic?
Fucking majestic.
Wait, well, when you drink it, you transform into an adult dragon of the same kind as the potion scale that the potion's made from
Oh,
for an hour.
Interesting.
what kind of dragon would you be if you weren't the dragon that you already are?
The one that Willow could love.
Oh.
Nicely done. I thought of Willow. I thought of Willow and Ergoon during the week because I'm reading this book series by Lindsay Brooker about this assassin woman who falls in love with a dragon, and I went, "Aw, just like them."
We weren't the first.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Potion of invulnerability. That would be a good one for Ergoon.
He'll never be hurt again.
It's not heart's invulnerability; it's just damage. Like emotional invulnerability.
Emotional invulnerability.
Potion of fuck you.
Too powerful.
Immovable rod actually sounds kind of dope.
You can do so many fucking cool things with an immovable rod, especially if you have two.
Yeah.
I used to have what was it, the snake people? What are they called? Like
The Yanti.
Yantis. I used to have a Yanti who could morph into like an actual snake, and he had an unmovable rod, and so he would just put the immovable rod like up like somewhere, and then turn into a snake and coil around it and go to sleep.
Nice. I had the pirate group. They had to. They had to return the sarcophagus, this cursed sarcophagus, to a temple, and the walk was treacherous, and there was a rope bridge that they had to cross that was already really, really shaky. And since that sarcophagus was around, a ton, they had to figure out how to get it across, and they used the magic of engineering and two immovable rods as pulleys, a pulley system, and it was really, really brilliant.
Actually, that sounds pretty cool because it just occurred to me that you could probably use a mage's hand to push the button on the immovable rod. So you basically could just throw it and go click. Now it's wherever that is.
And it's, mage hand could carry it to wherever you needed it.
Yeah, and just go dink.
Yep. Let's see here.
I just want you to see that there is a bottle of Boundless coffee.
I'm gonna look for that.
It's actually hilarious. This metal bottle carries delicious warm coffee. The bottle comes with a stopper, which is attached to a bottle by a little chain. Even when open, the bottle won't accept any liquid other than the coffee it produces. The coffee inside is always comfortably warm, and none of the heat can be felt through the bottle, so you can't warm yourself with it. Each time you drink the coffee, roll a d20. On a 1, the bottle refuses to dispense coffee for the next hour. If you pour your coffee from the bottle rather than just drinking from it, the coffee vanishes the moment it leaves the bottle. Interesting.
Oh.
So
That bottle just needs a kiss, I guess.
Hmm.
If it doesn't, then it's like no coffee for you.
So
No coffee.
Laura,
Come
I
back
think-
1
I think
year.
I think Willow needs both need potions of maximum power.
Yeah. John,
And I kind of want a potion of possibility because I think it's funny. I do think Ergoon needs the potion of invulnerability.
Yeah, having resistance to all damage is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I just don't like potions.
Oh me.
You don't like potions?
Like
No. Yeah, I mean, I like it. So I do this thing, it's the same thing I do in fucking video games. I hoard shit like that, and then I never end up using them. It's like, I'm gonna save this for a moment when I really need it, and then I use it, or I never use it, and it's just like, oh, I forgot I had this. I'd rather just have something that's just always active. Personally,
But
Or
it's
does it- or does it have
it's a
uses?
lot easier to get a one-use thing out of the GM than it is to get something that works forever.
oh, I know.
It's true.
If there's any cool items from Feywild book? Let's see.
Willow will make a new list for the day that we finally get there.
Let's see. Chromatic Rose.
Sounds beautiful.
This would have been great for Allard, cloak of many fashions.
Mm.
Too bad he's dead to us now.
And, you know, you're so bitter because he was right.
From a certain point of view.
Sure. I mean, we definitely wouldn't have gotten in so much trouble with the king.
Had you just listened to Allard?
Yeah, well, he also just kind of left.
Thought you were
Yeah,
following.
but I mean, like, who cares about the king?
The people sworn to him?
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. Legendary greatsword named Snicker Snack.
Oh my god.
+3 magic Vorpal sword. Really, only really useful to go after the Jabberwocky, but you know.
Okay, now we're rolling better.
Hey John, Ergun wants to buy this. I'm gonna message this to you.
Here, Laura, I think someone needs this item.
Oh god. Why?
Picture.
Oh god.
Ah!
No.
Oh.
And it requires attunement. Like,
Ew, why?
all it does is talk. Like really?
And not even a lot.
No, it's like one word or like a little phrase. So dumb.
You can spend a short rest telling it to say up to 6 phrases, none of which can be more than 6 words long. And you can set a condition under which the doll speaks each phrase. You can replace old phrases with new ones. Whatever the condition, it must occur within 5 feet of the doll to make it speak. I don't want to be within the same plane as that thing. It's gross.
All right. I gotta go grab my laundry, and then we're gonna kick this sucker off.
All right.
The Dread Helm. This fearsome steel helm makes your eyes glow red
It just
and
makes you
hides
look
the rest
creepy.
of your face. Yeah.
So flippy.
Flippy floppies. My flippy floppies.
I can't really think of anything that Warlock really needs. I mean, like spells, but I have a lot of spells, and unless there's something that pops up there, I'm like, that's the thing I need. Otherwise, it's sort of like,
Yeah. Well, my stuff is for spells too. My staff shows up when I need it to.
that maybe what we need is some magical siege weaponry. Trebuchet.
Yeah.
Carry that around.
Yeah.
That would be a great feather token. Feather token trebuchet. Boom. Siege weapon. Make that a part of all game.
Yeah. Ooh.
We just have a lot of crap in the party pool, like that we've never used and probably never will use. And it's like I almost feel like we should trade it all in for something really big. But
Mm-hmm.
Something really big though, you'd imagine probably isn't for sale.
well, yeah, that's just it.
Yeah. Do we have, what is it? A jewel worth at least 1,000 gold.
Yes, we have one. We have one diamond, I think. One diamond. No, we have diamond worth 500 gold.
Right.
So we need a
That
1,000
one's-
gold piece thing.
Yeah. I'm just looking and seeing if we got rid of it.
I wonder if I can convince John to give me a manual of gainful exercise.
I mean, we are trading in 2 books of equal value. I mean, if we do
Are
a
we?
2 for 1, yeah, because we have that manual of flesh golems and the Librum of souls and flesh. I don't think any of us are building golems or undead in the near future. So I mean,
Do we want to give do we want to give Ergun 22 strength?
well, I do.
That sounds great.
Mm.
I mean, if the rules used to be that your bonus spells as a wizard were dependent on your intelligence level. So like the higher your intelligence level, the more spells you got. Like if that was still in place, I might be arguing that Orlac needs higher intelligence, but it doesn't work like that anymore. So who cares? I'm down with their goon getting stronger.
Yeah, me too.
No ulterior motives.
No, not at all.
Oh.
No. That looks delicious.
Mm-hmm.
What are you eating?
It's a monkey bread kind of thing.
Oh,
it's,
monkey bread, yeah.
This is from an excellent bakery in Minneapolis called Belcourt, which you should go to, Laura.
Yeah.
You should probably like do it tomorrow or something.
I should?
No. Why not?
Okay. I don't know.
Take your boy there. Get something tasty.
Yeah. He brought me some kung fu tea today. That was really fun.
I just made for dinner. I made my family West African chicken with Moroccan potatoes and a kind of a East African orange broccoli. But according to my mother-in-law, all we had were chicken, potatoes, and broccoli because I don't tell her what's in things. Swear to God, she'll eat like 3 bowls or something, and I'll go, "Oh yeah, there's yogurt in there." She goes, "I hate it." I'm like, "Just had all that." Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
Belcourt?
if not for the fact that
Yeah.
slings suck.
It's in the North Loop.
I found it. It's closed, but it opens at 7.
Oh,
That
it's a
it's
bakery.
closed at 9 at night. Or 8.
Open late for me.
So, if not for the fact that slings suck as weapons because they deal like crap damage,
Yeah.
there's one in the D&D Beyond here that's called a two-bird sling, and it's +1 sling. And when you make an attack and you hit a target, you cause the ammunition to ricochet toward a second target within 10 feet of the first one.
2
Make
birds
another
with 1
attack roll.
stone. I fucking love it.
That's so fun.
I might look for it.
Yeah, but a sling does a D4 damage. It's like, I guess then you need like sling bullets of like exploding or something.
Yeah. A little packet of stuff.
Oh, I kind of actually want this.
Gunpowder.
Pipes of Haunting.
That sounds scary.
It'd be like Zamfir if Zamfir was a demon.
Well, Ergun already has proficiency with pipes. Like he has like a dragon flute that he can play. But I'm like, it'd be cool if it was like this, if it was the Pipes of Haunting.
Get it.
Seems kind of neat.
Oh, on a Crier's Attunement. Damn it. We have a tattoo of absorbing, and it's like lightning, and it's like you're resistant to lightning, but then you could also become immune, and if you get hit by lightning, you get hit points back equal to the damage you would have done.
That's super cool.
And it doesn't go away. It's just there. It's there forever. It's just fucking attunement.
What do I have attuned right now? I keep forgetting about Flux the Time Bender.
Do you ever really use it?
Well, let me take a look at it. Because I think John changed it a little bit. Because I think normally it causes people to roll at disadvantage if they're attacking me. But this one's different. Yeah, I can do either Mirror Image or Misty Step with it. Which I don't super need because I have those prepared. always. So.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry about that. My the fucking washing and drying machines here suck. So I had to lay all my bedding out so it can dry, hopefully before I go to bed. Because I'm all out of quarters, so I can't do just like, oh, throw it in for another hour and a half. No, no quarter machine in the building. Oh, it's all a big mess.
That sounds awful.
But I thought I heard, because I had my speakers on. Laura, you were talking about Flux the Time Bender,
Yeah.
and we changed it from being a cloak of basically a cloak of
Ish.
displacement, yeah, to now it allows you to cast blur or mirror image.
It's mirror image or Misty Step.
Yeah.
And I have 2 charges on it, so I could do one of each. Or 2 of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just forget that I have it. Because that's who I am as a person.
Flawless. Flawless.
Thanks.
Hey, so John.
Yeah.
Would it be possible in Highkeep to trade 2 magical books for 1 magical book, and they're all sort of the same rarity? Asking
It's
for
a
a friend.
very, very carefully worded sentence.
Yeah.
I know how to play this game.
Uh-huh.
So the question is, could we trade?
One of my favorite things about you.
Could we trade the Manual of Flesh Golems and the Librum of Souls and Flesh for a Manual of Bodily Health? Or the other one, the Manual of Exercise, whatever that, the one, the Strength one.
Yeah. Well, there was one that Tiffany wanted.
She has it.
She has it. Oh, right, because she's reading it right now.
Yeah.
Forgot.
As we speak.
Great job, Tiff.
Wait, hang on a second.
It's gainful exercise.
Turn this fan on to help with the drying process. It's so loud I can't hear anybody.
Oh no.
Chill out, fan.
I mean, if we want to wait for a while and spend 50,000 gold pieces and wait 60 days, I can make a flesh gold.
That's true. You can bring it with you.
I mean, the world will have ended by then, but you know.
I was gonna say, don't think we have time for that.
We'll be fine. We're in the credits.
So, which magic books did you want? And
We wanted to trade the Manual of Flesh Golems and the Librum of Souls and Flesh, which we have, for a Manual of Gainful Exercise.
Get them gains, bruh. Right? Did I misread that? Is that it?
Bruh.
Get them gains?
Oh yeah.
Get them gains, bruh.
Yeah.
let's see here. So we've got. Yes.
Okay,
Big
so
persuasion roll, Orlac.
make a which roll?
Persuasion.
Oh yeah, I'm great at this. Hang on. Oh no, actually I did okay. 24.
24, very nice. You manage to talk to Master Quill
Oh yeah, Master Quill.
and basically show him what you have. And since there is it's a whole library that are about these rare books and things, and he manages to make that trade for you.
Nice. It's very nice, Master Quill. And I walk out and I hand it to Ergun. Say, present for you, Ergun.
You You get the
Well,
impression that Master Quill isn't so concerned with the politics of everything. He just seems to be very fascinated with this whole group and agreeable.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's much more about knowledge.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we like him.
and if we wanted to trade him for something else, or just give it to him, we have this duplicitous manuscript. It's a magical spell book that none of us are going to use. We should probably go, like, one of the three of us go through this fucking spell list or these item lists, and because no one wanted anything last time, but we still have all this stupid things.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You see? Meh.
Meh.
So the crystal ball.
I need that.
Yeah, you
I will
why don't
take
you put that on your item list.
Put that on your stuff.
Why?
It's not your stuff. It's totally your
Put it on
stuff.
your
I don't
stuff.
have that spell.
I'm gonna put it on my stuff.
Okay, well then I'll take it off of this thing.
Crystal ball. Add.
We
Hello,
have
crystal
a bunch
ball.
of dragon shit pieces, which honestly I think Argoon and Orlac find very disturbing.
The dragon
They're
pieces.
They're dragon body pieces.
It was a long time ago. It's practically another life, okay?
I mean, to be fair, dragons were kind of experimented on to make dragon, right? Isn't that kind of how it goes?
No, a dragon sacrificed itself to
That's what it was.
create the race.
I mean, it's been like 3 years. I think that stuff is not bad.
Well, it's in the bag of colding. But it's not a bag of freezing. So yeah, it's possible that that shit's gone away.
It's a real sour smell.
I think the bag of colding. Here, let me double check this. Perishable items do not degrade while within the bag.
Well, there you go.
Oh. Then it's also good.
All right, so we have this necklace of prayer beads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it actually requires attunement. It probably does. Seems like something that would.
Looks like it would.
Someone can look that up.
Attune.
Yeah, and I think the dragon scales we were talking about turning that into some armor for Willow.
Didn't you
So
end up
that-
with better armor anyway?
Huh?
At that point, didn't you end up with better armor since then?
Probably.
No, you just had to go somewhere else to do it, and you're like, fuck it.
That also sounds.
That tracks.
That sounds.
tracks.
Yeah. That sounds like this.
Because I was like, oh, if you want to get dragon scale turned into armor, you need to go find the elves.
You went,
And you're like,
elves.
yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, they're right over there. It should be fun. And you're like, nah, fuck it, I don't care about it anymore. Oh, well, that kind of sucks.
Well, the robe of flaying is gone because we gave it to the dude.
Yeah, we gave it to the ship captain.
That was worth it, though. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like this
Oh,
is
yeah.
something. Yeah.
We weren't gonna use it.
John, is the arcane coffer that Orlac found and that was on the house that was on fire, is it worth anything, or is it just sort of a weird magic box?
The arcane coffer, I believe, was just something that was holding a bunch of really bad magic items.
Right. So it's not something that we like. There's no point in trying to sell it. I'll just erase it. Right.
Yeah.
Because at this point, let's not sweat the small stuff.
Where is the dragon armor? Is that maybe it's not a magic item?
Oh no, it's well, what the one that we were going to make for Willow?
Mhm.
No, we have the scales, and we were going to
Yeah.
turn the scales into armor.
Yeah,
Right.
it's,
I
this
just-
is it goes.
I just wasn't sure if it was something that already existed on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it is. It's
Dragon scale
dragon scale something. Or other.
armor.
All
Dragon
right.
scale
If you look at
mail
the
or
party
something.
pool list, I've reorganized it.
Ooh.
So there's like money, and then there's gems and dragon parts. Then there's a list of items that honestly we don't use. And then there's a list of items that we might use at some point. I mean, sure, we probably could use some of the items in the first column, but things like the Hellfire Longsword and the Demon Plate Armor, we're probably not going to use.
That sounds cursed.
Yeah, the Gate Stones, possible. I mean, Spy's Murmur is like 100 feet communication. Sure, we might use that. The Magic Quill and Paper, which are connected to the Assassins, seems unlikely we're going to use that.
Oh, that's
The
right.
Ring of
We use that
Recall
to try to
Imperia.
find them, perhaps. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ring of Recall to Imperia, two of us might want to use that. The Magic Duplicitous Manuscript, Folding Boat, Galder's Bubble Pipe, the Horn of Blasting, the Knave's Eye Patch, and the Wind Fan. The Wind Fan we might use. We could probably use that on the boat to go faster.
Yeah. I like the folding boat.
You can have it.
I just keep thinking it's like a little like origami boat.
That'd be like Quell's feather token boat.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, okay. The Wind Fan is dumb. I mean, it's fine. It it does gust of wind once for
Oh,
1 minute. These are all sort of minor items. I mean,
it feels like it would be a silly distraction.
there are a lot of these things that you got at like level 5 or 6. So
right. So,
Fair
would've been
enough.
cool if anyone had taken it.
True. We always forget to look in party pool, don't we?
I mean, I'll take the Ring of Water Walking if no one wants it.
Go for it. I can do that shit in my sleep.
So, honestly, in a lot of ways, it feels like with a bunch of these items, if we just got rid of them, would anybody notice? Except for maybe the
Probably not.
potions.
I am very appreciative of this game. This time
Yeah.
with you guys.
Good. Let's go shopping.
Mhm.
Wow. Sane Magical Price PDF has Decanter of Endless Water for 135,000 gold.
Oh God. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Okay.
Sorry, Willow, you're too expensive. They're
No,
gonna
I'm
buy
not
you.
going to charge you
Give me
that
one
much
second,
for
guys.
it.
It's like water.
About
It's like he
five,
gives it
10.
to what?
5.
Okay, let me talk to Mr. Moneybags. I don't know if I have. I mean, I give away all my money, so I'm just gonna have to talk to the
I
people.
I have gold. Just give you some.
Ergen's like, would you take a scale? How much is a scale worth to you? You a dragon? I'm a dragon. It's like half the value or something. Please, I need this thing.
I took very good care of this.
You see, there is this girl who seems to think that I am cool. Yeah, I don't have that kind of gold. I mean, I have 180 gold.
Mhm.
I don't know what Ergun does with. I think we might have at some point have gotten like serious money. I'm pretty sure I just did like, yeah, I just spent it all partying in the town, making people merry.
That's fair. I mean, we do have quite a bit of money in the party pool as well.
Yeah, I mean, the decanter of water, I feel like is also a little like game breaking in a way. I mean, it just kind of. Well, I mean, you can create water though, right?
Yeah. If I prepare
So
for
it's-
Yeah, it's
It
only
wouldn't even-
game breaking before it's, before a certain level, and if you're
Yeah.
trying to do a certain kind of game.
Mhm.
Also, Ben, you only sent me one item.
No, I sent you 2.
I only saw one. Send me that second one again.
Really? Weird. Okay, hold on, stand by.
No it.
Yeah, but I have like a million messages, so it's possible I missed something.
No, I think it was me. I fucked up.
Nice going.
Ripperino.
Ergoon.
You're doomed.
Dune.
I think Willow would actually really like the bottle of Boundless Coffee. It's a silly, stupid thing that she would have. It's where the magic comes from. You want me at my best?
So John, Ergun already is proficient with pipes. I was just thinking that this would be cool as like something, like these are just the Draken pipes. These are like they're just this, like deep, bellowing kind of like, bassoon kind of thing.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like that.
Sorry about that. One of my son's friends is like, "Hey, can I buy Jack, a game? He's cool with it, but he and I want to make sure that you're okay with it. And it's Grand Theft Auto." And I'm like, no.
Mhm.
I love that you want to buy him a game, but that game is horrible to women and minorities.
Yeah.
No.
There are other games.
Yeah. So we have all this shit. I mean, we could also just leave it and go whatever, and then finish the game with 20,000 items that we never use.
Oof. Who holds the party money? How much money do we have?
I assume it's either in the bag of holding or in the portable hole. I could calculate up the coin.
I heard that.
Hang on a second.
Hold for sound.
Other costly sound delay.
Every time.
I'm mathing. One moment, please. Please stand by.
Please stand by.
In coin, we have 33,807.
Nice.
I mean, divided by 5, that would mean everybody would get 6,761 gold.
If we're just deciding to drop all of our money right now. Pipes of haunting. Thematically cool. Are useful, potentially.
Pipes of haunting?
Mhm.
Could be.
I was thinking of using them as like they are the Draken pipes. Like these are the instruments that Draken have. I don't know how you feel about that, Brian.
I think it's pretty cool.
Every Draken gets pipes of haunting, or that's just the type?
No. Pipes of haunting are just kind of like their cultural Draken pipes. Like as far as like, cool. We'll buy it. It's all
right.
American.
Everybody add 6,761 gold to your stuff.
That includes you.
Yeah, you.
What'd you say? 6,000 what?
6,761.
Okay.
And then I will subtract 5 for these pipes. Weight carried jumped to 90 pounds of gold. Oops.
Wow, I have so much.
All right, so potion-wise, we have 2 superior healing, 4 greater healing, gaseous form, psychic resistance, necrotic resistance, and stone giant strength.
It's raining here.
Oh.
Why don't we could just trade like a majority of the items for like healing wands.
There's healing wands.
Theory, sure. Technically
If we
speaking,
can
there's a wand
find
for
a-
anything.
Those recharge though, or are they just kind of one and done kind of thing? Wands recharge, don't they?
Some do. There is a
The AD on my project, AD to Arrested Development.
Oh wow,
Oh,
very cool.
Yeah, he said it sucked. It was 15-hour days and it ruined his marriage. Oh my
Other than
God.
that, it's great.
Thanks, Arrested Development.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, when you're never around.
I mean, in theory, a wand of healing, there isn't one in like written up, but in theory, it would work kind of like the wand of magic missile. It had 7 charges. Each charge casts 1 use of cure wounds. You can like for each charge you spend, it would be the next level of cure wounds. And if you deplete it all, you have to roll the d20. If you roll a 1, the wand goes away. Otherwise, it gets back like d4 charges the next day.
Mhm.
That seems sort of the standard thing.
There's a D&D Wiki homebrew page that I'm reading right now that has that exact same red.
Yeah, that's. I mean, or we could just trade a lot of these items and just get a crap ton of healing potions.
Mm-hmm. Healing
Trying to
potions
think what
are
would
always handy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be useful. And that way we could actually divvy them up between us. But that way, so it's not like I'm 800 miles away from the portable hole, but I'm still drinking one of those potions. It's like, how's that happening?
I mean, I like the idea of wands. Like you have like a red wand that's like it almost is like glass, and then like as the charges go down, like it gets less red and becomes more see-through. So it's kind of like there's blood that's reserved in this wand kind of thing.
I created an item for Midgard that was a rod of sacrificial healing, and you took damage in order to heal someone else.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that was one of my old campaigns. That was the only way healing worked.
Dang.
It made things very, rather than just fill the progress bar. Everything had a cost.
Yeah. Well, so John, rather than get bogged down in the minutia of all of this, if we were to trade a bunch of shit, I'll put a list, but if we were to trade a bunch of stuff, how many healing potions of various levels could we get? Or I can also include that too, if you want. Like, can we trade this stuff for this amount of potion?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay!
We love it.
Fucking roll 20, man.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Hot garbage. That was lightning. Hello.
Oh. I was like, I saw it. No, that was just your camera reacting to less skin tone, more hair tone.
Very white, very dark.
Mm,
Don't move. Your camera will freak out.
that's right.
Oops.
One of the reasons I like my my T5i here is because I can manually set my exposure.
Stay here.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about if the sun goes down or I'm too white.
I'm just using my laptop camera.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. No.
What?
Almost got it here. Hang on.
No problem. I'm just gonna listen to the thunder rolling in.
So one of my friends at the in-person meeting is getting, I don't know, college, and she's like, "There it is, my term paper, all done finally." And like, she sent it to me, and I'm like, "Good for you." And then she just wrote me back saying, like, "I would really, really appreciate it if you could read this and give me notes. Be brutal." And I'm like,
Don't want to.
I know you're saying this because I'm a writer, but I'm a screenwriter. Like, I'm not going to be able to tell you about.
And this is a technical.
Grammar.
This is a tech. Is it on like philosophy or something?
I don't know.
What's her major?
Don't. Oh God.
Like
She's
engineering or
actually, like a big mover and a shaker in IATSE. So it's all on like, what do you call it?
Like labor relations and things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be great at that.
Yeah. Like, I have a hard enough time reading stuff that's actually fun to read. The ADD and the dyslexia and everything, like, it makes it really, really fucking difficult for me to read.
My
So-
daughter came to me with she had to write this paper for school, and she's like, "You read Treasure Island, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like in high school." She's like, "Well, like read this. Can you read this paper? And give me notes." And I'm like, "I don't remember the book. I barely remember the movie.
Mhm.
I actually know the Muppet Treasure Island much better than I remember any of the other ones."
Yes.
So much fun.
If you want it to reference Gonzo, I'm your man. But
All right, John, there you go. Can we trade that for those potions?
It's in the chat.
Are we not giving Willow dragon armor?
No, she has better armor right now.
Yeah, my
Really?
armor right now is actually decent.
The
What's
armor,
her armor right now?
the dragon armor thing we were going to give her, like we were going to have them build like medium armor out of the dragon scales. Because
Mhm.
druids can use medium armor.
Isn't is scale mail heavy armor or is it medium armor?
scale mail does
Scale
give
mail's
you
medium.
disadvantage.
That's
on,
but that's studded leather of acid resistance.
Yeah, but the thing that I sent Alora,
Just the dragon scale armor, yeah.
yeah, it's a 15. No, well, scale mail is 14 or 15.
Hang on.
gives you a +1 bonus to your AC.
I know, but scale mail itself gives 14 or 15. I think it's 15. No, I think it's 14 because
checking.
15 is half plate.
Okay, so the issue really is that scale mail is 14 plus her dex modifier. I mean, this wouldn't be bad.
And then gives her resistance to that damage type.
Actually, what she has on now is better. She has an ironwood armor right now, which is a breastplate.
Yes.
So it's a +1 breastplate.
Oh, it's a
She'd
breast.
actually
Yeah.
lose a point of armor resistance.
I didn't realize it was a
Lose point of
breastplate.
AC.
Well, I thought it went back to the thing where druids can't wear metal.
They can't.
I guess
it's made of
ironwood.
wood.
Ironwood is made of
copy.
wood.
Copy you.
Ben's had a long day. I shouldn't pick on it.
Dude, long day, long week. I just finally like hired a key grip that I had to source from Atlanta because everybody else here is booked. I've had such a hard time booking for this fucking movie because there's this other movie in Duluth right now that has a G&E team of 13 people which is not small, which is not huge, like in the grand scheme of like productions, but it's fucking huge for Minnesota. And it's all the people who'd be willing to take like an up north job too.
Mhm.
And then granted, it's like people who are going to do my movie are not only going to be an up north job, but they're 2 hours further away from the city, so it's harder to go home. And my rates aren't as good as they are. So like I'm just like, and they started before me too. So it's like they're locking all the people that would hire. It's just
Fucking brutal.
it's no
Yeah.
bueno, man. It's one of this whole production's like it's all the leadership is from the coasts, either from LA or New York. So they have a certain expectation of like what they're used to for like workflow. Our GP is from Italy too. But it's like they have all these people who are used to having this much, and they come to Minnesota because of our tax incentives, and they're going to get this much, but they feel like they can still get this much, but with spending the same amount they would get to like in LA or New York, and it's not going to happen. And then we have less budget, and then the EP is like, oh yeah, I'll happily throw down like an extra $200K, do that for crew, which is like the age-old classic thing. And I get it, like talent sells movies, but it just is super frustrating for me. And the worst part of it is that it's like this whole movie is making me I have to join the DGA to do this movie. And
you're locked in.
Well, I'm locked in. It's so like there's initiation dues or whatever. And those dues are the amount to join is 2 weeks of work. So like whatever your rate is, 2 weeks of that. And then there you go, you're in, plus, whatever you got, and there's other stuff that's involved. But the production, to help make this easier for me, lowered my rates, but extended the number of weeks I was technically working. So my rate didn't change, but I got in for cheaper. And then last week, in a panic, the line producer runs up to me and says that my rate can't be that low. I have to be paid scale, which, I mean, it means my weekly rate goes up. But it also means that my initiation fee goes up, and they're not going to increase my rate to cover the difference. So she basically gave me 2 minutes because she basically told me to rewrite my deal memo for what I was supposed to be paid for and submit it to the DGA within 3 minutes. And if I don't do that, then she's going to be forced to hire a UPM from LA. And I know that technically I'm not supposed to be working on this movie right now. And so, I mean, I don't think that they're bad people. I would have gotten paid, but technically they wouldn't be able to pay me for all the work that I've done for the past 3 weeks, because I'm not DGA.
Yeah.
So basically in 3 minutes, I had to decide to rewrite my deal memo to accommodate the movie and then take a $2,200 to $2,400 loss.
Ick. That sucks.
Yeah.
3 minutes is not long enough for any kind of decision.
I mean, it's fine. It's not like I don't really have a choice. So it's like it's an easy decision to make because I don't have a decision to make. But yes.
Yeah, but it still is like, hey, we need you to take less money.
Yeah. Just shitty.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the weather right now. See what this thunderstorm is all about.
Really loving this whole union business. Apparently the WGA is going on strike next week.
Yes, we are.
Mm.
So shut everything fucking down.
Are you WGA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why several of my credits are not under my name.
Mm. The director on this movie is apparently like on a board of WGA. So she's like, we need to get all of our script revisions in now before I literally cannot touch the script when we start shooting.
Wow.
Cool. All right. Well, this makes our life harder.
All right, John, what do you think?
Sorry, Android.
It's gonna rain all through the night. Cool.
So basically what this would do, John, is it would give each of the party members 1 supreme healing, 1 superior healing, 2 greater, and 2 greater and 3 regular potions of healing.
Rainy nights are really sexy, especially thunderstorms.
Right. The
No,
thing I'm
I
worried
said
about
that.
with all these potions is it's already very, very hard to kill all of you.
Mm.
And this is a lot of potions.
Okay.
That's fair.
You know what we could do? We could trade it in for a weird potion melange. Like,
Just buy booze.
so supreme healings are very rare. So we could roll randomly on very rare potions and just fucking see what we get. And then the same thing for the other ones.
I actually really love that.
Like,
Yeah.
we're basically
Do it.
like, someone's like, we're selling this weird ass collection of potions. We're like, we'll take them.
This is the grab bag. Who wants in?
Tiffany just nosedives in there. Just kidding. She's reading her book.
Bobbing for potions.
Anything you can grab with your teeth.
Ergun reads his book, probably at this point.
It takes 48 hours. You and Eliza
Oh,
are
you gotta go read with Eliza. Boring.
A lot of readings, but you have a lot of days to do it. So.
5, 6,
True.
7, 8.
Also, we could just like
All right.
buy for random potions.
Are you okay with those numbers, John, or do you want to adjust the numbers of the various things?
I don't know. We might need to adjust the numbers slightly, but like, what are you
All right.
thinking?
So, how about we do something like this?
God, sorry. Camera. I keep looking out the window and all you can see is hair. And then come back.
Brighten, darken.
Yep.
Brighten, darken.
Sorry, viewers.
What's something like that? So 3 very rare, 4 rare, 5 uncommon, 6 common.
All right. Fuck it, let's do
Laura,
it.
roll a d10.
Amongst it. Okay, D10s coming
'Cause
on
I
up.
counted how many very rare potions there were. I don't want you to think I knew that number off the top of my head because I just counted them on the thing.
Nice. 9.
9. Potion of speed.
Ooh.
Gizmit's gonna love that.
Oh, she should have been here. What? All right, Ben, roll a d10.
Should have thought of that before she went to Vietnam.
That's
I
right.
will. This will be the first roll I do with the dragon dice.
Oh.
Nice.
To get them out of there with them.
Yeah, they're in like that foam case.
4. A potion of supreme healing.
Nice. I was hoping there'd be at least some healing in this.
Okay, and then I'll roll.
Do it. Do
Okay.
it.
I don't know, man. I'm cool with the
Ooh.
campaign becoming more dangerous.
Yeah.
Potion of flying. Feel free to nix any of these, John. Just
7.
no, that was 3. That was it. You can roll, or,
Oh.
or let's do yours. Yours is better. You can be rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh?
Potion
I
of
think there
mind
should be-
control.
I think
Like,
there
is
should be a
that-
chance of these.
The rare.
Yeah, or very rare. It's mind control monster. Potion of
Control
potion
monster.
produces the effect of a dominate beast, dominate person, or dominate so basically, it'd be a potion of dominate monster. If you drink the potion, you can cast dominate monster. Yeah, I wouldn't allow us to have that. That's crazy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, an idea when it comes to these like Uber potions kind of thing. What if there's like when you use them, there's a chance that they don't work? Like kind of like with microchips, or like basically it's hard to make a microchip. but it's easier to make simpler ones, but it's harder to make, really good ones.
Well,
But there's
we
always
did
a
just-
chance that some fail.
We did just trade in like vast amounts of our wealth for them. So if they didn't work, it's sort of from a player's side, sort of crappy.
That's
No,
what
I'm just all I'm saying is like a way to nerf like potions, not like or specifically healing potions, not so much as like a. I mean, I'm just saying I'm giving it as an option if John feels like he's having a hard time killing us.
Honestly,
Which, I
I
mean-
think that if someone was about to die and they went to drink a potion of supreme healing and it didn't work, I'd be diving through the screen to choke out the GM.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't have a problem with some healing potions. And generally I manage healing potions because they are not easy to come by. You can usually find an alchemist or something in a town, but they might have like a healing potion or two. In a city, they might have, a bunch, but not enough to completely break everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the flying one, John, because the mind control one is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right, John,
Flying sounds silly.
roll the d12.
D12.
It's D12 time. Okay.
Okay, 12. There you are. Whoop.
12. Wow. Okay. 1, 2. Potion of mind reading.
Mm.
Ooh.
All right, Alora, you're up. D12.
11.
Potion of maximum power.
Yeah.
Maximum power.
I don't remember
All
what
right, Ben, you're up.
Am I rolling?
D12.
D12. The
Hell, those
he's
are
I remember using D12s for like a mood, like an NPC, like how favorable they are towards you.
Hmm.
Barbarians too end up sort of.
It's true. 1.
You roll a 1.
A 1 is not bad.
Roll
Elixir of health.
Your goon just keeps finding all the healing potions.
True.
All right, and I'll roll a D12. That's this one.
It's because he has a warm heart.
4.
Yeah.
Potion of clairvoyance.
Let's have a seance.
Then that's 4. All right,
Next.
now the uncommon ones. I'll count these. 1. I'm gonna ignore the antidote ones because those are
Bullshit.
Yeah. D12 again.
Nice.
Who wants to go?
I'll do it.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. 2.
2. Oil of slipperiness. You and Argoon could make great use of that.
I was thinking you could go to Philadelphia and help them with their climbing traffic poles problem.
That was not what I was thinking. Who wants to go?
Climbing different poles.
Slicking up poles.
Oil of
Slipperiness.
slippery.
I'm putting all in party pool, so you don't have to write it down necessarily.
I'm writing it.
Okay, John, you want to go?
Sure. 9.
9. 1,
9, 9, 9, 9.
9.
2. Potion of healing.
Yeah.
Greater heal.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, Ben.
Another D12.
Yep.
11. 2 1s.
Potion of resistance. You get to pick what the hell that is, though.
I can roll another one.
Roll a d10. That'll tell us what it is.
Oh, that's fun.
7.
Poison resistance. Nice.
We need it.
I rolled an
Eliza
so that
would want
be
this
1,
one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, Eliza's already poison resistant, isn't she?
I know I have it.
Yeah.
Ocean of growth. All right, back to you, Alora. One more.
Okay. D10, D12,
D12 still.
D12. Cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
I rolled a 1. Did we already roll a 1?
We did. Let's
Okay.
do different. Oh no, we didn't. No, we didn't actually. A 1 is
Okay.
cool. A 1 is a bottled breath. Contains a breath of elemental air. When you inhale it, you either exhale it or hold it. If you exhale the breath, you gain the effect of a gust of wind. If you hold it, you don't have to breathe for an hour. Can you use it?
That's kind of dope. That's cool.
That is cool.
Alright. New list.
It's just like somebody's CO2. Just. You go.
Excellent. So we have we have 6 common potions, and there's only 4 actually in the book.
Huh.
There's
Well,
climbing,
multiples.
comprehension, healing, and watchful rest. So we can either roll it randomly, John, or something else. Or could
Yeah,
we
can
could we
roll
not
the
have those and get the scroll of heal for Willow instead?
scroll of heal?
Heal. Like
no.
one? Yeah. All right, Willow, you have a scroll of heal.
Fine.
You're,
Just-
you're the only one who can cast it.
Oh, sure.
What
I
heal?
thought it was like, you're
Heal.
going to need this.
Because heal's a dope spell. It's just that,
And I do have it.
but this way you don't have to blow a spell slot to use it.
Sure. I also have it with my staff. But I have to make sure I have enough charges for it. So. Scroll of heal.
All right, I am getting rid of everything else.
No results found. Ugh. Duh. Scrolls, please.
Those are gone. That's gone. That's gone. These are all gone. Boom! Party pool now, nice and small, full of potions. The only items we end up with that we kept were the earring things, the gate stone, the ring of recall, and the ring of mind shielding.
Let's see what level is heal again.
It's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's up there. 6. Yep. 6 levels.
Oh, and we have 3 or 4 feather tokens.
Wow.
Yeah, we have anchor, swan, boat, and tree. I love those stupid things so much, but Orlac is not the caster who would use them. But I love them like for other things, because like the ability to throw a little thing and make a tree, I find hysterical.
Makes me think of like Dragon Ball or whatever, like the little capsules or whatever.
Well, what's fun is you can do some fun things with them, like if you throw one at the between somebody's legs, suddenly they're in a tree. All tangled up in a tree.
Oh no.
Was one thing somebody was talking about taking it and like they had to break in somewhere. There was no way over the wall, so they were like, "Oh, we could just use the feather token to grow a tree and climb over the wall."
Yep.
It works.
Like, that's pretty smart.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I'll organize these potions in terms of like healing stuff, and
you
then
drinking,
everything.
Alora?
It's a line. A capsule.
Delicious. Need more. It's broken.
Oh no. What will I do?
So we did end up with 1 potion of growth, which will be fun to cast to have Ergun drink, and he can be really big.
What? What is it? Oh, what do you think of the storms, huh? Thank you. Ow. Okay, bye. I'm realizing this is her first real thunderstorm in this house.
Mm.
How's she doing?
She seems fine.
Oh, good.
Just my former roommate, one of her cats was terrified. And he would just like slink away and hide behind the toilet.
My mom's like that.
She hides behind the toilet during a thunderstorm.
Yeah. So she grew up on a farm in like near Fairfax, Minnesota. And I have a feeling that that house wasn't exactly lightning proof.
Oh, mm.
Yeah. And it was a little rickety. And so like the lightning and thunder would shake the windows and it felt like the world was ending. And so she doesn't like thunderstorms. So she's very happy to have been in California since the mid-60s.
Mm.
Yeah, I get that.
Because even out
Like
here,
when-
when there is thunder, it's more like thunder over there.
Somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
and,
So
like
go
above
ahead,
you.
go ahead and look at Party Pool. That's sort of the way. That's how it all planned.
Ooh. All right, cool. And I already added the money to mine.
So all we really need to do when we reconvene with everybody is sort of divvy up these potions.
Hmm.
Because I suspect going into this final sort of battle, we should probably have them on our people, on our persons.
It's a good idea.
If not for the, if only so that John's not be like, oh, sure, you have another freaking healing potion. Like,
What do you mean final battle?
well, this final leg of this this adventure where we're going after Hallie. This is like we're 13th level. Crap's getting real.
It's true. Fucking Hallie done did it again.
Done dropped your gun when you bust through the window. All right. So boat. John's like, crap, they finished shopping. John's like, crap, they finished shopping.
Can I buy the stupid boundless coffee thing?
Was just hoping that my booze would be here by the time we started.
I'm gonna buy my coffee.
You can buy your
Wait for
coffee.
your booze to get here.
Well, let me see here.
How much is that? Bottle of boundless coffee. It is a common item.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
not-
kind of awesome.
That's
It is a
not bad.
wondrous item, but it is common. I want it. I want it for me. It's not a spell, it's an inventory. There we go.
All right. And really, all it does is make coffee.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, it's just for flavor.
Okay.
You can't warm yourself with
250
it.
Gold.
Huh?
250 gold.
You done. Freaking done. Add it to my equipment.
I love the prices in Xanathar because it's like common item D6 plus 1 times 10. Like, okay, that sort of makes sense. It's like, most you're getting 70 gold. And then it's like very rare 1d4 plus 1 times 10,000. It's like,
No.
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 Say no.
That's
So
no
that could
good.
be like a healing potion
Right.
or a Vorpal sword, like.
Or a higher level spell scroll is like, well, technically speaking, a consumable item is half the cost.
Ah.
But still, you're in the 5,000s. 5 of the thousands are there.
It's a lot.
So both.
Yeah. Not a big fan of these prices. All right. Well, if that's it,
I'm done.
did you. I can't remember. Did you get the captain's name?
Ooh,
We did. Did I write it down? I thought I might have written it down.
He didn't have scales. I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh god.
The
I did
ship's
not.
name is. I have the ship's name. I don't know if I have the captain. The ship's
Yeah.
name is called Sharkbait.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Shark bait. Ooh-ha.
Sharkbait.
Remember that.
Yeah, John. Sorry, I think I might just forget his name. It's my bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure we ever established it because I was watching through. I didn't have time to just sit there and watch it all the way through, but in kind of like moving through that area really fast, I did not find anyone asking his name. So
Yeah, I don't think I care. I was like, can you get us to here? Yes. No. Great. Cool.
Yeah,
Ahab.
I was thinking about that.
Captain Ahab. Very
Sure.
proud name. Nothing's ever going to go wrong with that one.
Captain-
no, his name is Nemo.
Oh yeah.
Captain Nemo.
Is it really?
No,
Is that what we're going with?
it is Captain Belrig Thundersong.
Belrig.
Mm-hmm. Which I actually, yeah. Tiffany's other character that she played in the in-person game, her last name was Thundersong, so they're related.
Or like leans over to Willow and goes, "Is there going to be singing on this boat?"
Is it a bad thing if there is? Because it's probably.
I didn't sign up for a musical.
I'll get some like tufts of cotton or something to like shove in Orlax's ear holes.
Just
Here you go.
Let's break a dune.
Well, you wrap up your shopping as the sun starts its descent, and head back down to the docks. I'm tired. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
The show's
Or like-
over. I'm tired.
Or like pulls Ergun and Eliza aside and says, "Okay, look, you both have magical books. They both take 48 hours to read. Don't read them at the same time. We would have two people down. Stagger."
Yeah, but it's just that I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it all anyway because of the.
Do you want the
Yes,
benefit of the book, Ergun?
I got your ginger.
I do.
Then
Yes.
read it.
Thank you, Willow. I like to think like Willow just came over like an old grandma. She's like, "Here you go."
It's like a little butterscotch candy.
You
Open
know,
up.
Plug your nose and throw this in the back of your throat, kiddo.
you'll appreciate this. In my Eberron game, one of the characters is a sorcerer, and her best friend, who's an NPC, is a wizard, and they have an ongoing playful insult thing where the wizard claims that the sorcerer just can't read, or the sorcerer is like, you rely on books. It's like a freaking crutch, and the wizard's like, you're just angry because you never learned to read. Anyway,
So the group of you, what is this all about? Get on
Shopping makes you
board
tired.
the ship. Huh?
shopping makes you tired.
Apparently,
Guys, coffee, anyone?
I do
This is
have.
going to be
I
an
do have some
enthralling
food brew.
episode for people to watch. By the way,
Yeah, no. If you're actually watching this episode,
I'm really sorry.
Or we'll put the chapter marker here.
chapter
Sorry.
marker here.
Skip here.
There we go.
It'll be like the name of the episode, and it'll be like in parentheses, really only for Tiffany and LJ. Other people just skip this one, go to the next one.
Okay. What the fuck? What's going on? The group of you head down to the docks and find shark bait, and it is not hard to spot because it is actually a fairly new ship. And when you get a look at its hull, it doesn't sit in the water like most ships. I mean, it kind of looks like a regular ship. But once you get up close to it, you can see that it like scoops under and it sits very low in the water. So it doesn't have that huge keel going down. You get on board and there's a Captain Thundersong in his D&D wheelchair, cruising around, giving orders. He sees you and kind of does this wheelie and boom, boom, boom down the stairs and comes over to you and says, welcome aboard. I'll have me first mate take you around and show you your quarters. And is this everyone?
Yes, the other two have taken vows of silence. They don't speak now.
Silence. It's a good thing.
Elijah's like, I just need to go read my book.
Very well. I'll find a good spot for you to read in. I do have a nook.
Just lash her to the mast.
A
You go
book
down,
nook.
and it's just cannons, black powder, wadding, like surgeon's tools, and then just a little window seat with a coffee table.
It's bolted
And
down.
French
There's a flower
windows.
pot that's bolted down.
Yeah, because as you're going, you just have to keep pushing it back and forth.
Right.
And they he says, all right, you scurvy dogs, let's set sail. Let's put this town to a rudder. Aye. And just everything turns into motion, and next thing you know, sails up. The wind starts to catch them and pull you out of the docks and away from all of the other ships, and through this bay.
Willow.
2 feet away, you're set upon by pirates.
Willow, it occurs to me that we never really told this captain where to go, other than go to islands.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe we get close and then give him more definitive directions.
well, because it wasn't like I saw a flag or like a sign that said, it's this island.
Next time you scry Hallie, perhaps look for landmarks.
Okay. That's fair. I can do that. Sorry, my bad.
It's fine. It's fine. It's your first scry. No one ever
I mean,
forgets.
it's not. You don't need to know that.
Who have you scryed?
Okay, there weren't trees, so I kind of checked out.
That's fair, but who have you scryed on before? And for what reason?
It wasn't a person, it was a place. I believe it was Bogdan. We were trying to beat the other group to the skull. And we did. We beat them to Bogdan anyway.
Yes, Argoon and I went through Bogdan. It was
The messy place.
not a place that I would care to visit again.
They probably met the paladins that were sent separate from us.
Yes. I suspect perhaps that those were inquisitors, or at least lackeys of the Inquisition.
Either way, not pleasant.
You are
You all
lucky,
met in
lucky to be
Bogdan.
alive.
You all met in Bogdan.
Is it Bogdan
Yeah,
or
we
south
did.
of Bogdan? I can never remember.
Hmm?
Was it Bogdan or south of Bogdan?
It was Bogdan.
It was Bogdan.
No, we met them in Bogdan because they were. That was the first place they were coming back to. After the forest.
Right. Gotcha.
Mm.
Right. Then, how are you, Argoon?
It would seem that the ginger mint, like, because we're at sea already right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in the bay. with High Keep slowly becoming smaller and smaller behind you. They show you your quarters. There's actually like a couple of rooms that have bunk beds in them below decks where you can set up your stuff.
Ergo's gonna stay at top because he wants that sea breeze to kind of help his face, you know, because he's not quite sure how good this gingerman's gonna be. Yeah,
I get very seasick.
Yeah, same. Like the last time I got seasick on a tall ship, like the only thing that helped me was just like actually being out on the nets and feeling the sea breeze, like sea spray hit you. It was so nice. Yeah, Ergon's like, you know, this ginger thing seems to be working well. Really smooth sailing.
Good.
But we're also still in the bay, so.
Early days yet.
Aye, the swells will be much bigger once we get out into the open sea.
This does not please me.
Will you let me know if you start feeling like real gross? I can put a spell in you for that.
So
You
did
can
you want to
put
read
whatever
your
you
book?
want into me, as long as it helps.
Whoa.
He says that like super straight. He's like doesn't think anything about it. He's just like desperate
Willow's
to not
just like-
feel terrible.
I think Ergun and Will I almost like picture Ergun and Willow like looking at each other for a second, and like Willow's like, "Oh shit, did you hear that?" And or like sort of like, you know, I heard it.
And Ergon's like, "What did I say? I don't. I said
Did
words.
you want to read your book first, or is Eliza going to read first?
I thought that Eliza was going to read first.
I'm already reading.
She is reading.
Skip ahead 2 days.
Skip 2 days. Read. Skip another 2 days. I mean, what happens if you don't finish it within the 2 days? Does it start over? Or does it lose its power?
Within 6 days.
Yeah,
Oh, it's 6.
6
it takes
days.
48 hours to actually read the whole thing, but yeah, it has to.
If you don't do it, the writing disappears for 100 years.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Be committed.
Yeah. We're gonna let Eliza finish first.
We know she can be a little distractible sometimes.
That's not true.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be 6 days. You could spend
It's true.
straight 48 hours. You know, it says a period of 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer, studying the book's content. So, I mean, you could just power through it for 2 days.
Bottle of boundless coffee. Have at it.
Willow's plan comes to fruition.
Already using it. Now you need
Already
a
paid
basket
off.
of endless bacon.
Yeah.
Homebrew.
A bushel of endless bacon. That's funny.
So good.
So we have about 2 hours or 2 days to be attacked by something before, you know, Ergun has to read the book. So
Well, you kind of stick to the coast a little bit down this like kind of Riviera area where it's kind of these white cliffs and a lot of, you know, green shrubby trees and just this crystal clear water underneath you, and you run across some fishing vessels, and at one point you even see just these giant trade ships that are flying some flags. What's the name of the place in the north?
oh, the new one?
Yeah, not Bjornheim. Something like
Fuck, I don't know.
that.
Yodine!
I wrote it down so I wouldn't have to remember.
Remember.
Exactly.
One moment, processing.
Processing.
One moment. It takes a moment for the Google Doc to load because we have many pages now.
Checks out.
Scrolling.
Control F. Find
Well, it would be Control F if I knew the name of it. If I knew the name, I
no.
wouldn't have to. So
Oh,
there's
no.
what letter it
Dalholm,
starts with?
and there's
Dalholm?
Dalholm is the
Yeah.
or it's Volkaya, Dalholm, and Kythe. Kythe doesn't really trade. They're
Yeah,
like,
no, I was thinking of Dalholm with the giants.
yeah,
You see these ships, and they look like, you know, big ships of the line, you know, with like stacks and stacks and stacks of cannons out the side. And as you get closer and closer, you realize that this isn't just a big ship. This is a really big ship. And you kind of come by it as it's coming the other way. You can see it's got merchant flag on it. And you see on the deck just these half giants, as well as some medium-sized and smaller beings, but they kind of see you and, you know, give a little wave as they go by. And there's like 3 or 4 of them, and the thing that, you know, like coming from the front, it's kind of hard to tell, but as you start to pass them by, you can see that they've got like instead of like a regular, like a mermaid masthead, it's an actual bone whale skull, and then there are rib bones on the sides of their ships, and then some like spine kind of like coming off the back a little bit, and if they're all everything here. And the lead ship, you can see, has been carved intricately with scrimshaw in all of its whalebone stuff. And you know that this is the sort of thing that Dalholm brings down south to sell, is this scrimshaw, as well as oil or lanterns and other things. But it never gets, you never get used to seeing a ship twice the size of the biggest one you've ever been on.
Yeah,
And all those giants on board.
it's impressive.
I have never seen anything like this before.
Mm.
It is large.
giant country. Sailors, they hunt whales.
They are so far away from Imperia. Never
More
see
likely
them.
to see vessels from Madricium. That one follows pretty good. I've been trying to figure out the new name for Maghreb, because we realized Maghreb is a little... like, if we make it Middle Eastern, it's a little, like, culturally inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having it be, like, sultans and stuff, we thought maybe Roman. Like, having decadent Roman, like Carthage. Like, classic Roman Carthage stuff. But how about Adricium, John?
Adricium?
Adricium. Yeah, Adracium.
Sounds good to me.
That is my
I don't have a lot of A countries, so that works.
Perfect.
call people there Adramites. Adramites.
Which you can see some Adramite ships as well, as you come down the coast through Ballina Bay and down toward Morbello, which is a major shipping city in Valenti. It is the one on the side of the Verenian Sea, and you can tell them because they have triangular sails. But you manage to go for a few days.
At one point, like Orlok's on deck, and Willow and Argoon are there maybe, and he says, "Behold, the shattered island." And it's like there's a small continent sort of south of Valenti, and it's a big chunk of land, but it's absolutely shattered into pieces. Like there's like canyons, and it's almost like someone just fractured it, but it didn't sink. It just sort of stayed there.
So cool. Never seen anything like that.
And the
Strange.
Soon we'll see the great bridge that spans the sea from the High Keep down to Adricium.
And the captain says, "Aye, the Dead Isles.
Yeah.
Cover quite a long ways away. Do you happen to know whereabouts in the Dead Isles we're going?"
One moment.
Need
Look into
this.
this ball.
Yeah, we're consulting the crystal ball. Let me see. I'm just checking my notes. No, I really didn't have anything more specific. There's a lot of reef.
No, like we could scry again though.
Yeah, or let's scry again
Okay.
because he might have moved. He would sail all the way down here, and now he's like in Volkaya or something.
Son of a bitch. He's in High Keep. What the?
God damn it, Hallie. The last place we'd expect.
I
was
was just
actually
bringing
on
the
the
skull
ship
to
with
the
the half
king
tracks.
like I said I was gonna.
That is not what you think. All right. Willow sits down, starts scrying.
Magic gate ball. Is Hallie here? Signs point to yes.
Maybe. Not helpful.
Ben,
Okay.
want to make a saving throw?
Is it wisdom, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You gotta make a 17 or higher.
Yeah, and you get plus.
I thought it was like a 21 or 23 or
It's like
something.
it's negative.
Yeah.
He gets -5 to his roll, so or whatever, or Willow adds +5 to her.
I rolled a total of a 5, so
Never mind.
You fucking fail.
you fucking fail.
Okay. So I'm checking him out. Yeah, is he still on one of the isles?
What
No,
does she
no.
see?
What am I seeing?
All right. Sorry, momento. You sit there and concentrate, saying your magic words under your breath, and all of a sudden, you find your sight come up out of your body and race across the water, across these broken islands, and down to one of the islands in particular, where you see a ship just off the coast, and you move past that ship and to a group of people on the shore of the island.
Cool.
Where you
Are there,
see
any,
Hallie. Huh?
are there any like defining characteristics of that island in particular?
You can see. Make a perception roll.
Fine. I can do that.
I can do that. I can do that 9 times.
Oh wow. 8.
8.
These dice don't like me tonight. I might switch.
So there's a bit of a storm going on, a little bit of a sandstorm here.
Oh, sure.
Where,
Is it raining like it is here?
It's so it looks like there's like, okay, hang on.
I got you.
It's a Hallie, group of sailors on the shore of this desolate, kind of blackened earth area, and the wind is just blowing super hard, and they're kind of taking shelter next to a big rock. and Hallie is just saying, and you hear one of them say, "Sorry, sir, the storm just blew us off course." It's like, "Well, tell me how long it's going to take to get us back moving again." It's like, "Shouldn't be more than a couple of hours, but we need to wait for the storm to pass." He's like, "Time is not on our side. Work quickly."
So I'm communicating that, saying there's a storm. It's probably not going to be too easy to get to.
Are they in the water or are they still on land? I mean, are they on a boat or are they on land?
No, they're on land. It's one of the islands that has more blackened ground.
Are you sure they're on an island?
Am I sure they're on an island?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Can you see anything, any landmarks of any kind?
There's a big old rock they're hiding behind.
What does it look like? I mean,
It looks like a rock.
It's big and rocky.
Yep.
I think you visibly hear Orlac sigh. Like,
I mean, it's Hallie and a group of sailors, so it is pretty sizable. It'd be hard to miss.
well, the problem is which island. It's one of the black
I mean,
ones.
Their ship is nearby.
I can't imagine scrying is the most easy thing, Orlac. You should cut Willow some slack.
There's also a big old storm, so
I'm more frustrated about the storm than I am in. I'm not criticizing Willow as much as I am frustrated with the storm.
You should be thankful there's a storm. The storm is now a landmark that we can chase after.
it's also something that we will have to contend with once we get there.
If it's still,
If it's still there. Yeah.
How far away are we from the Dead Isles?
I think we're sort of like the northern tip at the moment.
So could we
you're
see?
basically where Valenti meets the Dead Isle? Actually, kind of like see that line where Morbello comes down like this before, the island there goes back up.
Mhm.
If you follow that straight down, you've headed straight towards those, dark islands, the bigger, darker islands.
The problem is the length of the Dead Isles is probably like a week of sailing to get all the way down. Ish. I mean, we've never figured out the exact scale, so who knows? But if it took us 4 days to get to where we are now, 5 days.
So we wouldn't. What you're saying is that we wouldn't see the storm in the distance.
You might.
We're not that close.
How far can we see it?
I really need to figure out what this distance is here. I think it took you a week of riding to get to High Watch from Bastion. Maybe it was longer than that. Maybe it was 2 weeks.
So we can only see about 3 miles at sea. So
Sure.
We probably don't see the storm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, assuming they're at the tip, I mean, it depends on where the storm is.
do we see a storm? No?
Make a perception roll.
I look.
I'm in the ball.
I see nothing.
I'm not looking. Apparently,
And
Yeah.
Willow can
it's a
look.
fascinating bird.
Huh?
Yeah. So you just kind of see them making making camp and talking talking about making repairs. And
Perhaps the pirate, perhaps the captain would know where the storm would be. If he can I mean, I would imagine that captains can feel the wind and the weather.
Well, if it is still a few days travel away, I don't know. Can I hear anything else in their conversation, like about like a mysterious item that they're trying to handle, or what their purpose is on the island?
Make an insight check.
Ooh. Never have to make fucking hell. Never have to make insight checks. 8.
Hard to say.
I'm not rolling
It's
well.
very windy there.
Yeah, very windy.
Hello, perhaps.
Can you repeat that?
And
Perhaps in an hour or two, we should check again.
Sure.
and you hear him say, just take care, make sure the leaks are plugged. We still have a long way to sail.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I'm getting the sense that this isn't their final stop.
Stop for repairs.
Yeah.
Well, if we have the captain run dead south at top speed, and we scry again in the morning, and presumably the storm is over, perhaps we'll get a better sense of where they are.
Sounds like a good plan. Maybe I can hear them better this time. Stupid storms, stupid mumblers.
Mumbler!
But we are clo-
Enunciate!
but we are closer.
Use your words.
However, it occurs to me to wonder what damaged their vessel.
I mean, I heard plugging leaks. I didn't hear anything about like damaged sails, so
You heard them say something about getting blown off course.
Yeah, they were blown off course.
Would it not be the storm that damaged their ship?
Possible.
It is possible.
It's interesting that they took shelter on land, though, unless there's materials there to use to repair their ship.
They might have been forced onto land if the vessel was leaking.
If they're grounded on shore, we could catch them before they set sail again.
This is. We have been assured that this is a fast ship.
I believe Yargoon is correct. Let us talk to the captain and tell him what we've learned, and perhaps he has some insight to share.
Sure.
He is a captain, of course.
Of course, of course.
There's a horse loose in the hospital.
There shouldn't be a horse loose in a hospital. Oh, we're way beyond that. One of my favorite bits.
So good.
Yeah. That one and the Salt and Pepper Diner. Google it at some point and watch his bit about the Salt and Pepper Diner, where he plays Tom Jones's "What's Up, What's New, Pussycat" 11
Oh,
times in a
yes.
row, just to see what's going to happen to the people in the diner.
We played it 19 times.
Scientists have long wondered: can you make grown man weep just by playing Tom Jones? The answer is yes,
Yes,
provided. Anyway, so we can go talk to the captain.
All right.
Captain Thundersong.
Aye. And he's like on the back of the ship. There's this like ramp that's been built back there that lets him get up like nice and high. And he's like holding on to some belaying pins with his head over the side, almost like a dog with its head out the window. And he's just
Enjoying the sea breeze.
yes. Don't you love the feel of the spray on your face?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
So I have a little more information on where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
We would like to head south to some of those larger islands. I I just scried on the person that we're trying to find.
Ah,
And-
fancy.
So fancy, yeah. However, it looks like they're stuck in a storm. I guess I'm just wondering how fast can we get there?
Oh, faster than most ships.
Said they had to make repairs. Their hull was damaged.
It depends on where the storm is. He reaches down into his in the
Pantaloons.
part of his wheelchair and pulls out this
Nice.
and starts scanning.
If they're currently grounded and are close, we could catch them before they come to go to sea again.
It'd be very helpful if we can catch them before they head out.
There is. Does look like he rolled really high.
Nice.
Does look like there's a some dark clouds down here. Maybe another day or so away.
Okay.
We should head that way, though. If
If
there's
there's any way to make us go faster, now's the time.
I mean, I can certainly hop into the water and try something.
What are you thinking, Willow?
Just
Well, I can wild shape into some large sea creature and push us. I could also just control water.
Control water might be good. You could push us with the water that you control.
I guess I could stay on the boat too.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, out of character for a second. Is there a sea creature that could push a ship that is faster than a ship?
Ow.
Some sort of whale.
That's what I was thinking. It's
Whales
okay.
aren't usually faster than ships, are they? I mean,
Depends on the ship.
It's true.
This is a fast ship.
I could start casting power word pain on the crew to make them work harder.
Dude, what's your
Go wrong.
level?
Neutral.
Fast.
There. I can do control water, and I can redirect the flow of the water so that we can.
I have
go
nothing
forward.
that would help in this situation.
Mhm.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for. Otherwise, I'm sure my staff has something. It also has control water.
Like, trying to think, like, I could cast Cone of Cold at the sails and try to. No, that's not working.
Some kind of crazy physics thing.
Yeah, I'm like, well, maybe there's
You
some.
can cast
wind
8 little spells, right?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Only with
Willow?
staff.
Oh.
And it's I can do 7th level.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
could-
Control
you
weather
want-
ain't quite there yet.
If you want to level us up again, we could definitely get the 8 level spell.
Just her.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Level 14.
I could cast Mage Hand and try to push the ship
I also have Bigby's hand.
or pull the ship with telekinesis to sort of push the ship.
God.
Actually,
So you could burn
That might
4th
work.
level control waters to definitely
Exactly.
make yourselves go faster.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
wait a second. Look at telekinesis here for a second. No, I'm going to guess the ship weighs more than 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Water it is.
Yeah.
It's a concentration spell, so don't bother me.
Yeah. So for a Willow kind of gets up there and like like this, and you just see this kind of wave almost come toward the back of the ship, and it takes it and it kind of brings the ship up on it, and suddenly just this surge in the water, and you start going much faster than you were, and he's like, "Aye, that's the trick right there."
Hold on to your butts.
If you're ever looking to get into a new profession, you've always got a job on my ship.
Noted. Thanks, Thundersong.
I can't cast haste on the ship. Otherwise,
Yeah, so for about 10 minutes, did you want to keep burning those?
I don't know how many I'd want to burn.
Wait, yeah.
I have 2 4th level spell slots I can burn. And then I have 3 charges on the staff that I could burn, but that would take out all of my charges.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
you could burn 2 of them, because you get them back the next day, or you get some of them back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll take 2 charges out of the staff. And I can exhaust my 4th level spells.
Yeah.
So I guess that's technically like 4 slots.
Nice.
The 40 minutes worth of pushing.
Mhm. Just, and then you do it again in another surge. Just keeps you going at a breakneck speed.
Sorry, Argoon. Another wave coming.
I pat him on the shoulder and guide him to the side.
Catching air off.
Like, Morlack, get another ginger thing out of my pouch. Give it to Argoon.
Will do.
Thanks.
Argoon, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, D20. Scale D20. Go. Oh!
Scale 20.
Check that out.
Did you do good?
Yeah. What am I character sheet? 24.
24. Very nice. Willow, as you're controlling the water, pushing you forward, you see Argoon's like, oh, and you just kind of put another twist on it so that all the water in front of the ship that is like swelling up kind of gets out of the way. So it's just this straight, smooth ride.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Willow. I appreciate this.
Huh? I'm assuming it's loud.
Yeah. The way that like the air is rushing by and the water rushing by, there is a lot of extra sound going on here, and you eventually
I'll just thumbs up.
after about a quarter of an hour or so, kind of it's just exhausting holding concentration for that long. And
Well done,
ship-
Willow.
kind of like at the end of a water ride in an amusement park where you like, and the water up over the back, sploosh, and you kind of come to a regular speed, but much closer now to the Dead Isles.
I'm gonna sit down.
Argoon's first time that he hasn't felt completely sick on a ship.
I feel happy.
You feel happy.
I feel happy.
Oops.
Is there? I'm gonna look to see if I can see the storm, if it's still there.
Make a perception roll.
All right.
Irgun's gonna try to find some sort of like
I'm not a
thing for Willow.
observer. I'm not a perceiver. In
Listen.
that way.
Just
My
like
eyes work, but not for that.
So I have an 11. I rolled a 2.
Well.
I see air. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, what a Draken world.
Yep. As everybody around you is fleshy.
I see fleshlings enslaved. What?
Not gonna touch that.
Is genuflecting to the superior Draken. Except for people we like. They're okay.
Cool. Thanks. Happy to be on that list.
What if we pour
Go.
a potion of flying on the boat and then think happy thoughts?
Is there enough potion in the bottle for that?
No, actually, that wouldn't work at all. But, it'd be
Yeah.
like a Peter Pan reference, so
Oh. Well, that's nice.
to capture a pixie, sprinkle her all over the deck, grind her up, and someone give me a whole mess of pixies.
Poor thing.
Just summon all those pixies.
Yeah, sorry, Willow, some of the pixies and grind them up.
I don't think
That's not how
I-
that spell works.
Oh, I don't think I have that prepared today. So sorry. I may never prepare it again.
It's like my druid character that I wanted to do is a deep druid dwarf who just summons animals to eat them because he doesn't really know anything about animals. And he's like, I can summon food. Like his animal companions were just for food.
Oh my god.
Gonna run to the bathroom, be right back.
Okay, bye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
the
a
idea was
frog, yeah.
he grew up underground, so he doesn't really he knows underground creatures, but like surface animals like a bear or a deer, he's like, well, that's just food, right? It's weird. I call them and they come to me, and then I get to eat them.
So nice. So
And the other
nice.
druids are just like horrified about this guy.
May we never run into him.
Laura, I love this Instagram thing you sent me. A necromancer that doesn't know that necromancer and thinks they're just a really good E EMT.
In my kids' game, the previous campaign, one character thought he was a god because I had set it up so that they're in the Feywild, and if they died, they just came back with like a dark gift. Like they weren't allowed to die; they were just like resurrected, and like some horrible mutation thing would happen. But he kept killing his party members. Like they would be in death saves, and he'd run over to stabilize them, and he kept rolling a 1 on medicine checks and killing them.
Oh my
But then
God.
they would reappear, and he'd go, "I'm a god."
I am a god.
It happened like 3 times. It was like 3 1s on medicine checks. And when people would go down, they'd look at me and be like, "Don't help me. Anyone but you." He's like, "Your character's unconscious. You don't get a say." He would like leave fighting. He was a barbarian. He would like leave fighting and run over to go help on the hope that he would like kill them.
What a rascal.
I don't know.
I just watched Good Omens for the first time.
Oh, so that was one of my favorite books.
Yeah.
If you haven't read the book, it's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, David Tennant and the other guys, they're so perfect. Or Michael Sheen. They're so perfect.
Michael Sheen. Yep.
They're so good.
I love their dynamic.
They're doing a
like,
sequel.
Oh, they like each other.
They're doing a sequel, Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman never got a chance to write a sequel, but apparently, and no one realized that it could even be a sequel, because what's the sequel to The End of the World?
Mhm.
But
The beginning of the world.
well, apparently, like Neil Gaiman I saw an interview with him when he was saying that they wrote Good Omens, and then their careers were pretty busy, and they didn't get a chance to really meet up, except they would occasionally they would go to certain conventions together, and they would room together. And one night he came back from drinking, at the pub with a bunch of people, and Terry Pratchett was a very much like not a go out and party guy. He was this older dude, and he would just stay in the room. And they came back, and they were both up, and they just started chatting about what the sequel to Good Omens would be like. And they like plotted out the whole story over the course of like several hours, and they're like, "Yeah, when our schedules calm down, we need to do this." And then Terry Pratchett got sick and died.
Mm.
And so Neil Gaiman's like, "I'm going to write it. We're going to do the sequel, the second season of Good Omens, and we're going to use this storyline because Terry and I figured it out."
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just pulling this up on IMDb.
If you've never read Terry Pratchett, I highly recommend it. They're easy reads. They're very like British tongue-in-cheek humor about like, but in a fantasy setting. They're phenomenal.
Good.
I have read snippets, and it's one of those things that I've always wanted to like do. And now that I'm back on ADD medication, I think I might be able to actually read books.
Mort is one of my favorites because it's about Death gets an apprentice. This kid, and yeah, Death in Good Omens or in Terry Pratchett's Discworld speaks in all caps, like dark, like all bolded text. And at one point, he doesn't want to be Death anymore, and he tries to become a fisherman. He tries different jobs, but he's a skeleton with a hood. You know, he has a horse named Binky, because of course he does.
Why wouldn't you?
Anyway,
so heading south. Days are going by. I'm just gonna say Eliza and Ergun both read their books.
Oh shit! This is kind of intense. Figure now has a 22 strength.
Oh shit!
how do we?
How do I just change it in my character sheet, or do I pick up the book?
I believe you can.
What do I look like, a player?
If you click on your strength score, a window will pop up, and you can do override score or other modifier. And you can just add 2. Yeah, other modifier. If you just add 2 to other modifier, it'll kick it up to.
Oh, look at that override score.
That's why my strength. That's why my intelligence is a 97.
So smart.
Wonder what's the bonus for a 97.
I wish there were more strength saving throws.
It won't go above 30. FYI.
Sorry, I didn't mean that to go into the.
That's me how I know. So can Willow have scryed during this time? Like once a day to.
Yeah.
What do we learn?
Have they moved at all, or have they?
You try the next day.
Yeah.
And it looks like, make a perception check. What's going on, brain?
Perception.
Hello?
Huh?
Perception.
Oh no, John! I thought we were stumbling on Willow's name, and I was like, and her name is Willow.
Oh.
Yeah, make a perception check. Willow.
Yeah, me. It's me.
No.
16.
16. My brain literally would not remember perception check. How many fucking times have I said that? It was perception saving throw.
I still say spot check from time to time. So yeah, don't feel bad.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can see now. What time do you do this?
In the morning.
All right. Wake up. Have your bacon.
Coffee.
And scry. Your morning bacon, morning shit, morning scry.
When Orlac was before you start, Alora, what Orlac would say to Willow, try to observe where the position of the sun is. Perhaps we can judge from that where we are in relation to them. Though we are close, so it might not matter, but
Alrighty.
All right, Ben. Make another saving throw.
Gotta get a 23.
Actually, I don't think it's possible unless he rolls a net 20.
it happened.
Wow. Huh. That's funny.
Natural 20.
Roll that 20.
No, it was close though. 20. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice, but not nice enough.
Yeah.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, you see that they are they're still in camp, but it looks like they're breaking camp. getting ready to hop back in some longboats and get back on the ship. What you didn't see before, because it was obscured by the sandstorm, are these big, tall ruins that have to be miles past them. And make a nature check.
Ooh, I love this.
Oh, it's a good one. Hang on. 27.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, you can see that they are by where the sun is, that they are on the sun is basically right at their backs.
They're on the eastern side.
East. So they're on the north of this island. The ruins are to the south, and the ship is pointed east.
So when Willow began to cast
west.
her spell,
West.
Hmm.
Pointed west.
So John, when Willow began to cast her spell, Orlac goes and gets the captain and has him come to the room where we're doing this.
Yeah.
And
I'm not to freak out. My eyes are like rolling in the back of my head.
like when Willow says all that, Orlac's gonna be like, perhaps you could describe the cove that the ship is in to the captain. Maybe he knows it.
Yeah. There are miles and miles of these big rune stones all around them. I couldn't see them last time because of the sandstorm.
Ruins.
Ruins. Oh, ruins. Got it.
What is the cove shaped like?
What's the cove shaped like?
It's almost like a G.
Oh,
Kind of comes around and
Like a curve.
yeah.
yeah.
This spot on the island, it looks like a G spot.
Cast disintegrate.
Wouldn't be the first time Hallie was in the G spot.
What's that? What's that say?
Die, and it says 20.
Oh
For
boy.
the captain trying to figure out where you're going.
He knows
Ah.
exactly where that shit is.
Can I call
They're
you
in the G
Belrig?
cove.
Thanks, Belrig.
It's,
Aye,
it's the
I know
cove
where
called
those
the G
are.
spot.
Captain knows where the G spot is.
That's a common place for people trying to remain unseen to go and pull into there and lose their pursuers, perhaps make some repairs right before you get back out into the Tesian Ocean.
How far is it from here?
It's like, well, if you got some more of that water pushing for us, I'd say we could probably make it there by nightfall.
If they're setting to leave now, at least we'll be closer to their trail.
I'll do what I can.
Aye. And they have to move through these reefs with they have to creep through. I happen to know that my ship, that the old shark bait here, can move over most of the reefs that they're going to have to try to avoid. And I've got a little ship plotted to that spot.
So when do you think
You didn't see them digging at all over there, did you? Good. Fuckers.
The captain's clearly left that little something there. When do you think we could intercept them, Captain?
Well, let's see here. Well, they're headed west. And if they're in the Gulf of Thrun, interesting. The Cove of Thrun. if they're there and they're headed east, we could actually go through the Dead Isles and down and try to figure out where the puck is, as they say, where the puck is going to be.
So he's saying we should like go get ahead of them. And
Yeah, he thinks that you guys can get ahead of them because you can go full sail when they're going with one sail.
okay.
And you can ride with this ship right over things that they're going to have to go around.
As a very wise captain once said, make it so.
Aye, that I shall.
Engage.
Moment, please.
Willow will do her pushy thing.
Engage.
We're so gonna end like when we see the ship. It'll be like, and there they
Oh.
are, and we'll cut to credits.
Tune in next week.
I will figure out tomorrow what my schedule is going to be like for this run. I know that there are going to be some Wednesdays that I'm probably not going to be able to work because we have splits. So I just will be working through.
Well,
That's it.
so I don't think the confrontation with Hallie is going to be our final thing for this because we still have to go deal with Kismet's friends in the Fey realm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's still going to be plenty of stuff. I'm just saying that, I would like to be around when Hallie's stuff happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Although I wonder, like, as a campaign arc, I guess destroying the skull is sort of the end, right? I mean, what's the end point? Like, is it destroying the skull, stopping the demon incursion? Like, what's our goal?
I think there's three different things. There's three major plots that are going on now. There's the skull, there's a demon incursion, and then there's the stuff with Autumn Lord.
right.
And how they are related, if they are at all, to each other, we don't know yet.
I mean, I'm not sure the demon incursion is something that we're actively like trying to stop. It's something that's happening
know.
while we're doing things.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the background, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
That's
not like
constantly affecting us.
yeah. But I mean, if we were actively trying to stop the demon incursion, we'd be like in Imperia or something.
Mhm.
So, John,
Yeah.
is as best we can determine, like, but we were just saying that there's sort of two major plot lines happening now and one sort of background one. There's like the skull is one major, then the Fey Daddy thing is another major one. And then the demon incursion is sort of like it's happening, but we're not really doing anything about it. Like it's almost like it's a big natural disaster that's happening while we're doing other things.
Exactly. Yeah, the world keeps on turning.
That'll be next campaign's problem.
It'll be a big problem if you leave it till next campaign.
Well, I mean, that's really sort of my question. Like, is this because like, what's our end point? Like, what's our end goal? Because now that we're getting close to the end of the campaign, is it destroying the skull? Is that the end that we're looking for? Like, is it stopping the demons? Like, what are we trying to get to? I guess is my
Figuring
question.
out how our group splits up and lives happily ever after.
Right. Just there's going to be something demon related. I'll say that. And I guess like, what do you all want to what do you all want to accomplish? I guess as well.
Well, I don't want necessarily this group to end. I guess I would like this group to kind of come to like a more ending point that maybe like these characters are brought back for like the Christmas special or
Yeah,
whatever
it's
kind
not-
of
we're
thing.
not throwing them
Absolutely.
away. Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
throwing them
yeah.
away. It's just, but this campaign would be ending. There might be another little mini.
And then we'd
campaign
have like
with
one-offs and stuff
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, we're just like, you know who I miss.
I mean,
And I
I'm
could be
not-
like, oh, you know what? I came up with a great idea for an adventure for that other group. Or you guys could be like, you know what'd be fun is if we played that other group for a while.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying, and I'm not suggesting like I'm not pushing for an end exactly, but it's like when we get to this point in a campaign, I always sort of like my characters to be thinking about like if we're 13th level, we should be having a goal
I'm
mind, and we have
all
the skull.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got the skull. You've got Fey Daddy, and
Something else might happen along.
more will be revealed.
Okay, that's perfect.
You know, I'm down 70 pounds.
I mean, the only reason I really brought it up was because thinking about our like gathering
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
timing and stuff. You lost 70 pounds, John?
70 pounds.
Nice, dude. That's great.
Yeah.
And look at the face. It's all coming back.
Yeah.
That's pretty killer, dude.
What's your method, John?
It's my method. 12-step program.
There you go.
Overeaters Anonymous, baby. It's the only way I've been able to lose weight and keep it off for a long time. I had 9 years before moving to
Nice.
Minnesota. And then, of course, as soon as I get back, they bring back Zoom meetings or introduce Zoom meetings. So if they'd had Zoom meetings while I was in Minnesota, it would have been a very different weight journey. But,
Mm.
well, you know,
Sure.
whatever. Let's pass. Can't dwell on that shit. I met some of my favorite people in the world. So, mhm,
Tis true. I've met some of my favorite people in the world.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm just glad that you are my favorite people in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Same.
You are my horde.
Oh, good.
You gotta save that one up, dude. So, can I assume that we're ending this session seeing Hallie's ship? You want to lay it out for us, John?
Yeah. Well,
Color it up.
This is an entire session of fast forwards.
Yeah, totally. This is like the Cliff Note show.
All for it. Yeah. You. Let's see here.
Staff and get that down a few charges.
So yeah, over the 10 minutes that you're scrying on Hallie, Willow, you can see them get back to the ship and start limping to the west.
Cool. They're on the move.
And you can see that they are moving very slowly. You can see that there's men with oars like on these they have these like seats that get lowered down on ropes that they use a lot of times to get barnacles off or repaint areas, things like that, do maintenance on the outside of the ship. But these guys have oars and they're like pushing on like reefs and hidden rocks and stuff and like just trying to keep the ship from running into things. And they are moving at a crawl.
Yes.
Mhm. And you see this Volcayan woman with this breastplate that has a wolf's head, which is a very Volcayan thing on it. This is Nicolina, who walks up
Oh, yeah.
and says, "So what happens when we get there?" He says, "Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is I have to get rid of it. I didn't sign on to die. Don't worry, you'll be fine." And then you're pulled back and out of the scry.
Is that Hallie just seems so exhausted? Uncertain?
Insight
Just,
check.
yeah. It's just when he left, he seemed so like, yep, this is what I'm doing.
Perhaps the skull is weighing him down.
Something. 11.
11. I'm
If we
gonna
look at
say
Hallie.
you've seen this face on Hallie before.
Sure.
And it is on the job, Hallie.
Mm.
I have to do something, and I don't like it. Yeah, not exactly sure, but he is definitely in I have something to accomplish mode.
I mean, it has been a bit of time.
It's the weird thing about D&D campaigns is it's like, yeah, we haven't seen him in months and months and months. It's like, oh no, wait, it's really been
3
like
days.
a week since you left the forest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you go
I
from like
think it
level
might
1
be a
to
little
20
longer
in
than
like
that.
3 months.
Yeah, it might be a little longer than that, but it's probably been a couple of months, I want to say. Maybe a month and a half, 2 months.
Sure. Okay. Still, I think Willow is genuinely surprised that he hasn't made more headway, I guess. I don't know. It just seemed like such a straightforward thing. Like, yeah, give Skull to patron and end of sentence. We're done.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Well, you say it's
Sweet.
like Orlac is like, well, maybe he had to go take the skull someplace first, prepare it magically for it to be taken to where he's taking it now.
Yeah, your guess is better than mine.
We can interrogate him when we find him.
Unless he tries to kill us.
Then we'll kill him. Ask questions of his body. We'll have to find a necromancer. Ergun, where did Gary go?
Back home.
Yeah. Darn. He was a good necromancer. No, he's a terrible necromancer, but he's a necromancer.
He's the only one we know.
He's the only one we know.
He
Gary,
felt-
the necromancer.
Gerrie, Gary.
Gary, yeah.
Gary,
He
the
felt more at
necromancer.
home in his cemetery.
Oh boy.
Willow, you do not seem thrilled at the prospect of killing your betrayer.
I mean, no. He was family for a very long time. Yeah, I still feel a lot of mixed emotions about the way he left, but ultimately I don't think he's a bad person.
He has caused you much pain.
Right. I have to believe that he decided to do what he did for the greater good. And I don't think he anticipated that this was going to be the fallout of his action. I mean, we weren't close, but we weren't enemies. You know? It's a tough place to be.
Comrades, I understand.
Yeah. He was always kind of aloof.
How did he fight? In case I have to fight him.
He's got a lot of powerful spells.
Mm-mm.
I would.
Orlac, you might enjoy this.
Believe I will. Willow, we must kill him. We should look away.
Thanks. Yeah.
Hey, for Orlac, that's very, it's very considerate.
No. It still is just like, I'm going to have to kill him. This is the best I can offer you, is just look away.
I mean, no one's really given like good alternatives. It's just yeah, no one's talked about how are we going to capture Hallie or whatever like that. The Drakens have just been like, yeah, we're going to kill him, and then everybody else is like, okay.
Like, I guess.
No, I sort of get the gist that, like, I suspect that what will happen is, well, John, let's finish up and then we'll speculate.
And you ride into the night. Go on.
There's the ship.
Give us speculate.
I see it.
Now, I suspect that when we finally confront Hallie, Kismet and Eliza and probably Willow will probably try to talk to him first.
Well, of course.
Orlac will not. Well, he might ultimatum him, like hand over the skull or die, sort of a thing. You know, that might be more Orlac's vibe. But Orlac will probably let them talk first because, like, you know, even as socially inept, no, not inept. That's the wrong word. As socially dismissive as Orlac is, he knows that this is their companion or ex-companion, and you know they get first dibs.
Yeah, just please promise me you won't try killing him immediately.
No. No, but I will allow you to speak to him first, unless he flat out attacks us, in which case he will die.
I knew that was going to be the answer. I just was like, it's not going to be that.
No.
I'm going to miss Orlac. He's just so straightforward. Like, I don't care what you think. It doesn't matter. Like, you're lucky he remembers your names.
Yeah, it's literally not a part of his brain that works.
Right.
No, it's just he doesn't care to. It's like he could memorize them. He just doesn't care enough to actually store it in his brain. It's like I'd rather think about spells and planar shit.
I need more space for that.
Yeah. Wait till you meet the next guy.
I can't wait.
Chaos Monkey.
Oh.
I need to find time to work on the gunslinger stuff. Use have him.
I'm going to read up on some more paladin stuff.
Ooh.
I've never
We have
played.
a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be so good, Alora. You're gonna be so good at this.
We have a paladin. We have a cleric. We have a gunslinger.
And a rogue.
And a rogue.
And then LJ wanted to play. She's playing cleric, and I think Eliza or Tiffany wanted to play like a wizard or something, right?
A sorcerer, I thought.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, some spellcaster.
Yeah.
I did hear.
So paladin, cleric, rogue,
Sorcerer.
and gunslinger. Fuck, that's a solid fucking group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Without trying. Like everyone just kind of gravitated towards what they wanted to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For the
So it's
campaign
a good
after
vibe.
that, we should all play the same class. Like we're all bards or something.
Oops, all
Yeah.
bad.
Oops, all
Oops, all
bards.
We're all clerics of different gods, and it's some weird like it's a joint mission from the Pantheon.
Oh yeah.
We are a Pantheon.
Must wake the sleeping god.
No one wants to do that. That would go poorly for I think for everybody. Like Selena's gonna wake up and go, "What the hell? I take a nap and look what you did."
I took one little nap and you let all of these fuckers in.
That's it. I'm blowing all of you up.
Yeah. You dumb motherfuckers. Great smarts.
LJ Bittenbinder.
Which I don't know if you've ever Googled this guy.
A real guy.
Yeah, real guy. Exactly what you would imagine. Also, people interviewed him about being name checked in Mulaney's specials. And he's like, well, I don't appreciate it. What I do is important.
Of course he did.
Yeah. That's the only way that makes the comedy work.
Yeah.
You have to take it seriously.
So good.
We did an adventure in Midgard with where like there's a sea god named Nethys who's been captured, and he's imprisoned by Hecate and her avatar, and he's been imprisoned in this place, and his wife basically hires in this one adventure like hires the group to go free him. Like him being captured was part of the setting. And then they did a high level adventure to free him. It was called Freeing Nethys. And then shortly after that, when we went to 5e, they republished the World Book and advanced the timeline 10 years. So Nethys is now free because that presumably the adventurers freed him. But he's now Hecate's husband and has no memory of his former wife. And I got to write that whole section. And so now the prison that used to hold him holds the wife, and she's holding his heart that Hecate removed. And she's constantly crying on it because that's the only thing that keeps it alive. And she can't
lubrication.
Well, she can't leave, and she can't stop keeping it alive, or else he'll die. But he doesn't remember her, and that's why she's crying.
That's crazy.
So tragic.
So beautifully tragic.
Oil of slipperiness.
Well,
Never-ending water.
perhaps this is bad, but I'm imagining in some future game, like in like a couple sessions, we'll be like, we have to do something, and we're like, there's that oil of slipperiness. We'll use that, and Willow's like, oh, it's empty. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Actually dumped it all into the portable hole just to fuck with Eliza.
It was a funny prank.
Oh, I'll get that out of the portable hole.
the ladder doesn't work, and
That's
her
how.
rope doesn't
And that's
work.
how
It's
Eliza
just
broke
covered
her
in the
neck.
oil.
Yeah.
No.
And
Like
now,
some
John, you
sort
didn't
of-
see my hand gesture when I looked at Laura. I went, "It's empty." What? Oh, we missed the opportunity. We should have coated the underside of the hull with the oil. It would have made it go faster in the water.
That would have taken
Like Clark W. Griswold with his sled.
Slap, that's right.
All right, I'm gonna do like a little graphic for y'all too. Speaking of which, Brian, did you like my my animation of the Orc Wars?
Wait, where?
I sent that to you like a couple weeks ago, I think.
Like
Here,
email?
I'll do it for all of you.
I'll send it to you again.
It was a thing that you asked a question, and I was like, "Oh, I know how to do this, but I'm gonna have to like open up After Effects to do it." And I started doing it, and then I went back and reread your question. I'm like, "This isn't what he asked at all," but I've come too far to go back.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, okay. The oil of slipperiness is actually really good. I had never really looked at it. So, like
That's
when you
lubrication,
apply
Brian.
it takes 10 minutes to apply. So Willow could take 10 minutes to apply it to Ergun, and then you basically gain the
all
effect of
intense.
you gain the effect of freedom of movement for 8 hours.
Oh wow!
That sounds less helpful.
I think I just broke Ben.
I saw him collapse into the bed.
Not
He
for
tries to hug him, and
not-
he just shoots up to the ceiling.
not for those who are
We can
interested
pull
in
it.
bondage.
Nope. What's your safe word? Oil of slipperiness.
Oil slipperiness.
See, I think the best part is that you all think it's gonna be like for Willow and Ergun, and then but really it's all just like a ruse that's put on by Kismet, and she just like uses it for whatever her means are.
She has
I mean,
sex too.
she gets around more than anybody.
She doesn't
She
have
really
10
does.
minutes to put that on her lovers. They die too fast. Sorry, LJ.
Good thing we're still recording.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. I put that animation in.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching it.
in the chat. Yeah, there's audio that goes with it too.
Well, I'm not putting that on right now because we're talking. But cool.
God, that's why.
Yeah,
Should we do
save
that?
this and put it into my AltGate file.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, John,
Yeah.
if you could redo the audio for it and have the voices be the minions, yeah, that would be perfect.
Except I
No,
did the
I
whole
think-
like BBC voiceover thing. I was very.
Or
proud.
like Crunk on Earth, like you can see here. Maybe it won't be Willow and Ergun using the oil. Maybe it'll be like Orlac and Kismet. Maybe they'll have their forbidden love will finally, see the light of day.
I'm telling Ergun's sister.
And then, I was gonna say, then Orlac's wife's gonna show up and beat Kismet to death.
Oh,
She's very high level.
that's
I've been
also
keeping
just
her
like-
above. Because in my head, she's always been a higher level than Orlac, so Orlac knows his place. So every time Orlac gains a level, I've been advancing her.
Good for her.
Excellent.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know that the Draken Society is matriarchal, but in my head, it kind of is.
Could be.
Pretty cool. Be cooler if it was.
I'm into that.
These powerful Draken ladies, are you kidding?
All right,
Yeah.
all right, gang.
It's all about the mothers.
On that
I
happy
have to be
note,
tough,
Yeah.
really.
So rewatch that animation with the sound up because
I will. Yes.
I worked for at least an hour on this. I
I
was 30 minutes into it and laughing at myself for being going such deep
Blah,
dive
blah,
into
blah.
it. But then it was also like, well, if I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna do it all the way.
That's right. I've come too far to stop. I have to keep going.
Yes. I didn't come this far just to come this far.
That's right.
Mhm.